Hey, today I'm going to show the class how to decorate some biscuits making some icing. The biggest mistake with making icing is they put too much water in it and they make it far too runny. So to get 1 full tablespoon, if you get a bowl first, 1 full tablespoon, this would do roughly 4 tablespoons of icing sugar. So we get the icing sugar, 4 tablespoons, 1, 2, 3, 4. Most people would, if I said for 4 tablespoons of icing, they would probably put 4 tablespoons of water. So this, if it's going to put some food colouring, I need it even thicker because obviously that's a liquid to piping it. If you make it too runny, it just runs off, so you'll need it. Anyway, today I've made some Mickey Mouse ones, nice, easy to decorate. I've got some Smarties, so that's roughly the right consistency, depending how thing is. So you don't want it running off the spoon. So if I go like this, it shouldn't run off too quickly because that means it will run off the biscuit. If anything, that might be very, very slightly too runny. So I'm just going to make one more lot of this to show you again. Now this is going to be a colourful one. So this is 1 tablespoon of that, 4 tablespoons, 1, 2, 3, that was quite a big one, 4, stir it round. This bowl is quite small, as you can see, some of it's going on the table, so a slightly bigger bowl might be a good idea so you don't make too much of a mess. This will be easily enough to decorate all those biscuits. This will be more than enough. To make 6 fairy cakes, decorate 6 fairy cakes, you'd only need 1 lot of this. This one's slightly thicker, as you can see. I'm going to make this into 2 lots of coloured ones. I've got some green and yellow. Normally I like the red colour, but I haven't got any of that today. I'm also going to show how to do some feathering. Yeah. Stir that up. That's gone a little bit thicker now. This one here. So I've got some yellow and green. Yeah, a little bit of green. I've got some hearts. They would be good if they had red food colouring on them. Could make it, if you're going to do a thing called flood icing, then you do need it a little bit runnier. I might do that on one of the Christmas trees just to show that. Yellow. Obviously where I put the food colouring in, it might go a bit runny. That'll probably be okay. So this green one's slightly runny, but I want this one runny. I need another cooling rack for this one, or a tray to put it onto. Need a cooling rack on top. A cooling rack on top, because this is a thing called flood icing. So this one does need to be a bit more runny. This is too runny to pipe, otherwise it will run off. But this would be ideal for this. So for this one here, this is if you want it totally covered. And I put the tray underneath to collect any excess icing, because it will all run off, all the excess. Then I can decorate it. So I'm just going to make it all green. It looks rough at the moment. Leave it for about 3 or 4 minutes and any excess will run off onto the tray. Make sure you cover it all completely. This would be good to do the red hearts. Okay, that one there. I've missed a tiny bit there, so I'm putting a bit on there. But that doesn't look smooth. In about a couple of minutes, that will look smooth. If I'm going to pipe with this now, I would need this a little bit thicker, so I need a tiny bit more icing in there. Icing sugar in there. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, the Mickey Mouses, they're the easiest ones to do. I've made these piping bags, I'll just make one more for you. I do hold the world record for making 7 in there. In there. Like that, fold it round. These can be disposable. You can buy the tubes. They cost they're quite expensive for 4 little tubes. This one here, I'm just going to put some green in. And I'm going to do a heart. First I'm going to show you how to do some feathering. With these piping bags you have to roll them down with your thumbs and then push it up against there. It will come out sometimes here, very small hole. But if you get some scissors and just cut a tiny bit off the end, depending how thick you want it. The finer you do it, the smaller the writing you can do. But that's about the right size. So for one of these here, I'm just going to show you how to do some feathering. This one's a slightly bit runny as well, otherwise you won't be able to do the feathering design. They're the designs that you quite often see on the Bakewell tarts. They normally have the white and the brown icing. This one here, so I'm just going to do a heart with one of these. This would be alright for a round biscuit. It's easier to do with a teaspoon, so I'm going to use a teaspoon. In here. It doesn't look that smooth at the moment, it looks a bit rough, but when you leave it, it goes smooth in a few minutes. This one here looks smooth, as you can see. And then with the green icing, I'm going to do 6 lines across it. 1, 2, 3, and making sure you're pushing from this end so it doesn't come unrolled. Then with the back of a teaspoon or a knife, either one will work, or this thing, a back of a knife probably a little bit thinner. When you hold it, you need to do this quite quickly after you've actually done it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get like the feathered effect. So that's actually feathering. The next thing we're going to do is a nice simple design. Real junior kids can do this, even infant children. Just pipe the eyes on, a nose, a mouth. You can actually put some ears on, put some different coloured ears, sort of some ear bits on it. That would be quite a cheap way of doing it. But we can do something slightly better than that. So that's one way of doing it. But obviously we've got these Smarties here. These are great. They're all different colours. Most people like these. So obviously we've got different coloured eyes. So blue eyes are well known. So we're going to do a blue eyes. We'll do an orange nose. Nice and simple. Nice simple. So even like a 5-year-old could do that, I reckon. When we're doing Christmas tree, obviously red would be good, like I said before. These Smarties are too big for a Christmas tree, really. You can get the small Smarties, they look really great baubles. Obviously tinsel is really good as well. An easy way to do tinsel, nice and simple with this. All we just do, go backwards and forwards, and then just do tinsel. You can put Noel on there. Merry Christmas, but that'd be really hard to write that because you'd have to write that really small, but that obviously only takes a few seconds. If you had some small Smarties, you can put those on there as well. This one here, maybe I'll make this one slightly different. We're going to make this one a bit of a, these ones I'm going to give him some little earrings. I'm going to make him a smiley face because we don't want any sad bears. I know I'm doing this for the camera, but it would be easier to do actually on the table. Maybe we'll give him different coloured eyes. We'll give him, I tell you what we can do. We can do like green eyes with yellow in the middle. We can have it just a little bit more harder, you know, that's a little bit harder. Green eyes with some yellow in the middle. Like that there. Okay. Other Christmas trees, you can nice and simple with these. Obviously if you flood it first you get a nice green background. You can just do this. I can do it with both lots of tinsel. Now I'm going to give it red and yellow tinsel. The little metal looking balls are quite good for this. The ones that are quite crunchy. A little bit of green as well. And that's it for now. Anyway, come and see some of my other videos. Thank you for watching.